When you walk inside my house, there's the kitchen is just straight down the hallway. So as soon as you walk in, you see the kitchen. So I walk in, I see my mom at the sink. She's just cleaning some dishes. She kind of like gives me a look and she nods her head this way. Like, what's going on? I'm like, what's wrong? She's like, oh, just like she nods her head. She's like, NS. That's my brother's name. She nods her head and I see my brother. I walk forward, I see my brother sitting outside and I'm like, what's wrong? Like, I have no clue what's going on, but I could clearly tell something was wrong. Um, it was just so different. The whole atmosphere was different. Everything kind of stood still when this was happening. And it was just very, very, very interesting feeling at that time. So I go outside just to see, what my brother's up to. Like, hey, how are you doing? He looks at me, he nods, he doesn't really say much. He's like, oh, good. I'm like, okay. So I'm like, all right, what? I'm like, go back inside. I'm like, Mom, what's wrong? What do you mean? She's like, he's been different all day. He doesn't know, he doesn't know what he's doing. And I'm so confused at this point because, I've talked to my brother the day prior and he was completely fine. So I'm just very confused. So at this point, I kind of let it go. And I was just kind of, relaxing, hanging around. I didn't really do anything until I hear my brother yelling. And I was in my room. I'm in my room at this point, and I hear my brother yelling outside. So I come outside, and my brother's just yelling nonsense. He's just yelling at my mom. He's yelling at the wall. He's doing just weird things, things people would call crazy. So at this point, obviously, I don't know he has schizophrenia. I don't know he, has a mental disease, but I just know that something's wrong. When my sister got there, she's the oldest of the siblings, so she kind of just started taking lead in what's going on. And she's like, oh, he's on drugs. He must be on drugs, And then when my sister said those words, my brother started going even crazier, right? He goes on all four. He starts acting like a dog. I just remember so vividly, he starts acting like a dog. He starts barking, starts just like trying to growl at everybody. And I'm like, what is going on? Like, this is crazy. I'm just like, I don't understand what is going on. Like, at this point in my mind, I'm like, oh, he must be on drugs. Like, he must have done some sort of drugs, and maybe he didn't know what he was doing, and then eventually was diagnosed schizophrenia and bipolar disorder, and one doctor diagnosed as multiple personality disorder too. It's a combination of all three, but that one is still up in the air, so I don't know. But yeah. After that day, my life kind of went crazy. Living at home was not ideal. I remember like 3 months straight, I probably would just sleep at my friend's house, or I'd sleep in the car. I'd just park on the street and just come in and take a shower and leave. Just because my brother was not someone to be around at that time. I don't know what happened specifically with me and him, but he just became so aggressive towards me. And it kind of sucked. Anytime he'd see me, he'd try and like fight me. And that's one of the reasons why I was like, I have to move out, I have to get out of here. Yeah, so that really sucked. I lost like my brother, but I still see him today, so it's cool. I get to see him. Sometimes he's doing good, sometimes he's doing bad. But it is what it is, you live with it, you figure it out. So yeah. A lot of the people like on the street, right? They have mental disease that you might not know about. Schizophrenia could be one of them. And that's like one of my biggest fears is seeing him on the street, you know. That's not acceptable. So that's something I want to do to prevent. So I feel the greatest pleasure when I am taking care of my family. I definitely will go out of my way for that, because it brings me the most joy by far.